Hello. Hello. How are we? I'm back. I don't know why I'm talking like that. How are we? It's getting to be a bad habit. Let me move my thing over. Somewhere between a catly girl and a cackling witch. Okay, what have I got? 1, 2, 3 pages of this now? Yeah, okay. Let's do some more then, huh? Let's have another set on the go, I think. It might be nice to do some that are coloured and tidy because I was sketching out pages for her so that I can try and finish them on a Patreon stream because I think that would be fun. I think it would be fun to do them on a Patreon stream. Like the actual comic pages. And then I can post them when they're done. I can post them when they're done. Hang on, I can't see YouTube at the moment. Let me just move stuff around. Not sure what to do. Twitch has fun emojis, but I can close the phone and listen to it easier. Twitch is twitchy or touchy. Hello, fiance. Hello, my fiance clown. How are we? Welcome to the stream. It depends. I don't know. What's better, Twitch or YouTube? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's different. I don't know. You're just going into the zoo from a different entrance, really. That's the only difference, I think. Am I taking? Oh, right. Okay, that's those other rafts too. I don't know if I really need them. It's kind of helpful just to have the height chart like this, the side, especially like the front view. Happy to see you live and doing what you do best, my love. Thank you, my love. I spilt my coffee. What's this? Oh, I've got something to show you actually. Hang on. I just got an email that I can show you. Fiance, let me see if it will let me take a screenshot. Not for the rest of you, chat. Baban, hello. How are we? Oh wait, you've never heard of the zoo? The zoo? Twitch the zoo? Saying it normal human stream isn't helping? No? Hello, Ahmed. How are we? Who, me? Doing fine. Good. All of yous also, if that's a... Too many chats. I don't know where I am. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Doing good. How are you? Good. I'm not bad, thank you. My strawberries outside are starting to grow. And I'm happy about it. The little ones. So I'm hoping it stays temperate enough for them, the poor things. Right. What? Who? What was it? Let's do some like nice ones. You know where I did those nice stand-in stickery ones for Alina a while ago? Let's do something normal like that. Something nice and normal just to test the colours out. Some of the other poses weren't bad, but let's try and give us some clothes because I can probably blast through the designs quicker like this. I think I'm still fighting with her eye shape as well, where it kind of tapers up more like that. I don't need to do it like perfect first time though. It's fine. What are you drawing, chat? What's going on? I see you over there also, Jerry. That's funny. I got just like a bunch of messages like really suddenly. Just then. Can confirm. Well, not really. Can confirm Baban is real, but like not really. Drawing conclusions. Oh. Me too. Draw the cute, goofy eyeballs. Sup, friendo? Hello. How are we? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Currently, drain lines? Drain lines? Drawing buildings? Like, what are they? Guttering? That's what I was thinking about. Gutter oil. I think it was called gutter oil, where they get the used stuff and then reuse it. And it's gross. Obviously. These horns are really difficult to get in the right place. I kind of hate them. Kind of regret the horns. But they do look cool. They do look cool. Okay. Wee. Day job is a drafter. Oh, interesting. Do you do any work on paper actually, or is it all digital? I don't really know anything about that. I will think of a more interesting pose in a minute also. As I was drawing those other ones, I was noticing that it's a bit easier to draw the whole pose and then do the head details, but I keep defaulting to working on the head details anyway, because it's fun. It makes like the rest of the pose more difficult. Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right height. Okay, because she's got the big old waspy butt. Built like a wasp. Do you guys get those big hornets where you're at also? Is that a thing? We don't get those here, thankfully. Don't want them. This is just going to be a boring pose again, isn't it? When I concentrate on the proportions, all the poses tend to come out very boring. Hello, Goblin 2, hello. YouTube is awake today. How are we? I need more ideas for her also. I drafted out a couple of like 4-panel comics I'm gonna try and do later on. Or whenever I Patreon stream again. I don't know about later on. We're gonna see what's going on, but soon I'm gonna keep doing the actual comic things to Patreon, and then I can work on them on streams there, and then I can post them early there as well, and then I can post them everywhere else later on. I'll try and time-lapse them too. I've been trying to time-lapse more things. The only thing with a big ass hair is me. Same. Gonna replace it. I'm drawing the baps better. They still look very cartoony. I don't know if I should tone that down. I kind of think it's funny. Just like baps like that. Like no subtlety at all. A little bit funny. I'm gonna have to draw it kind of with wacky proportions. Ain't no wedding bells at our ceremony, only clapping. Clapping down the aisle. That was horrible. I feel bad about that one. That was funny. Carry on. Please carry on. Don't let me stop you. I don't think I'm catching that kind of peak on top of the head like that either. That's something else I want to do. Catch. Something else I want to catch. I do like the belly punch too. The belly punch is quite cute. And leggy, 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 leggy. How's the comic stuff going, Goblin? Did you finish yet? I can't remember what you said you were the last time. I think I need to practice drawing the legs more. I was noticing where I was drawing the other poses, it was very difficult to not shrink the legs. Not shrink the legs and make them like tiny to try and not have them look strange next to the figure. Like she looks okay when she's standing up, but when she sits down, she looks a bit strange. She looks a bit strange with the like long legs. Flattened the last time, now I'm rendering. I feel like I'm close to finishing, but still so far doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Getting its ass. These are becoming like a little bit easier as I'm going also. I really like the idea of giving a lipstick too, but it's just like caked. It's just like caked onto the teeth like that. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get away with that. Or in what context. Like there's got to be something else I can add to make it funnier. But I'm going to have to think about it. Sure, there's something else. These arms I've got to be careful of as well because they're supposed to like taper like this, I suppose. They taper like that and then there's like elbows and stuff in the way. Ain't there? Ain't there? Oh, I know what's missing. Is that line there? Look, up that way. I don't know. Just want a Patreon stream later. What day is it? Tuesday. I might do one because if I do one in the week and I can't do one on Friday, then I've technically already done one. That would be cool. Head of the curve. I need to get started on like a tutorial thing as well. Actually, that was another thing I needed to do. Oh, that's what I should do, like a how I've got the scrolling thing, Redbubble. Scrolling Redbubble thing. I should do that with like Patreon tutorial stuff because I've got all the thumbnails for knocking about. I feel like those eyes are a little bit too tall. I think I'm pulling them up a bit much. If you do Patreon stream early in the week, we can podcast stream on Friday if you want. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was going to say, if you want to test out the mic and that, we could probably do that on, like, just like a quick call. I don't think it'd take long, just to make sure that it works. I'm going to have to do more work to set up your clown VTuber, though. That's the only trouble I was having, where I don't know. I have no idea how I set mine up. I just know that it works, and I can't figure out by looking at the settings how it's working. So I've done something to make it work, and then I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna have to like reset it and go and find one of the like OBS extensions to make them work, and just reset it up again. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Do I draw her with a bag? Do you want me to show you how I did it for the podcast? Yeah, if you want, actually. That's not a bad idea. Was it just through OBS? That's not a bad idea. I'm sure I did something, I just don't remember what it was. There was definitely something I went and got to make the VTuber happen, but not a clue after that, or how to do it again. I can't even like duplicate what I've got and it'll retain the settings. It just like resets it completely to just an image. So, no clue. I stopped drawing, didn't I? Sorry. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. She's probably like shopping and she got like the dog in the bag or something. Like Paris Hilton, like I was talking about, obviously. Put the dog. Put the dog in the barg. Little barg. Little barg, like this. I'm starting to say that now. Fam can't say bag properly, they say bag with like an R in it. So I take the piss, obviously, naturally, and then it starts to seep into my brain. Just like brain rot. Homebrew. Homebrew brain rot. Called you something later. Thank you. No rush also if you're busy. No rush. I know you got work nonsense to do. Okay, there's the bag a little bit junky. She can have an ice cream or something. Oh, I can post my... Hang on. I haven't posted him yet, but where did my Mothman go? Because I think he's like public on the Patreon now. Mothman, where did he go? Ooh, that is a nasty buzzing noise. Let me move that. It's my hard drive. Right, where did he go? Where did he go? There he is! Yeah, chat is a Mothman. If you can see him. I finished him a little while ago. I was drawing him on the Patreon streams, kind of on and off, but there he is. I will post him. Maybe the doggy can be broken up like a pile of bones in a bag. Oh, that would be cute, actually. I'm not going to spoil the one comic I was going to do. I was thinking of, like, levels of how horrible I could make it. That is quite funny, though. If the dog falls asleep, it just, like, falls into a pile of bones. Where did the dog go? Where did the dog go? See, Mothman's got an ice cream. That's why I was thinking about that. Where did the dog? Where did the dog? There he is. Where did the dog? There, the dog. I was condensing him. Just putting him through the, you know, like in cartoons where they have the wibbly wobbly tubes where they're doing science. There he is. He should probably go in the ref sheet too. He's not that big, but it's kind of... Oh no, he is... his head is half the height of hers. That's how big he is. And then his head and body are kind of the same length. I really like that pointy. I don't even know what kind of neckline you call that where it's pointy. I don't know if that one has a name. I might keep that, and then we'll do some little like seams on it like this. And she can have maybe some like high-waisted shorts or something. I don't know. It makes me think of Pink. I was listening to Pink last night. A V-neck? I don't know. Is it like similar to a sweetheart neckline where it's like that? It's like that kind of shape. A sweetheart one, but that one's like for the boobies. The booby cups are pointy. I like the idea of, yeah, I like the idea of like high-waisted shorts like this, but I don't know. How do you make that like flash? Flash. I don't know, it looks like a 1950s swimming costume. Makes her look more pin-uppy, which is nice. I try and draw this dog. So his head is like this height. So is that gonna, I can probably fit that there, right? I think it's called a V-neck. That's probably the, it's like a V-neck sweetheart line, maybe. I should get more familiar with clothing terms. Ooh, how do we fit him in here? Just, I don't know where I want him looking, like uppy, I suppose. Not that he can really look uppy because he's got the eyeball thing going on, but you know. Where he's very simple, he's one of them designs where he looks like he should be in 2D rather than 3D. But I want to be able to draw them. I want to be able to draw them in 3D. Because that's more my jam. He's got the loose eyeball. And the underbite of the jaw. And the big smiley cheeks. I keep wanting to give him an eyeball in the right place, but no. Let's make that wider where he sits as well. I like the idea that he can lick stuff up like a frog with his tongue as well. I don't know when he could have hold of though. Maybe just a bone. Maybe he just got hold of a bone. It's got like a Yoshi tongue. He's just very goofy. I'm going to try and line and colour this one, and it can be a test for what I'm going to make the panels look like. Have you been cooking anything nice, chat? What have you been cooking, chat? Oh, and then I can, yeah, fit his tail like by there as well. And I can fix little paws here, I hope. You made a ham. Was the ham nice? I was going to say Sunday ham, but it wasn't Sunday, was it? Sunday ham. I need a pun for like Victoria's Secret or something. That's what I need. Give it like the stripes. What's a bone name that starts with S? That's the question. It was a Monday ham. Monday ham. Shin. Skull. Sternum. Why do I want to do that? Let me do that. So I kind of like the split skirts better, actually. Hang on. I don't really... I like it when you can see a bit of the hip bone and there's like a split there, like... And then like sewn up. I feel like that's more fun. Scapula. You got a bigger brain than me. So fast. I like the kind of skirts where they're like longer at the back and then you have the like front panel shorter. I think they look cool. That kind of thing. Or I suppose I'd have to make that smaller and then wrap it around. Yeah, and then that bit side too, behind the dog. Victoria's egret. Have you seen any more egrets out that way? They were pretty. They were pretty. I don't think I've ever seen one. I've seen a cormorant. I would like to see a big albatross. Because they're flipping huge. Okay, that's a bit cuter, I think. It's just hard to see the other side of it. Oops. Oh, maybe, actually. It's been too hot to go to the creek. Maybe like wavy. Maybe wavy is more fun. Yeah. Making a mess of my sketch now, but whatever. Is that too... I feel like that breaks up the shape a bit, but then it's hard to like kind of connect it to whatever's going on here. Maybe. I don't know, I kind of like that. It's not bad. What about shoes? I saw some where the heels were like pointy like that. That's pretty cool, I guess. Let's try and do something like that. Let's make it like teeth. Teeth shoes. If they don't look too odd. Oh, I was gonna, I've got a mask on, so I was gonna mask what's behind the dog, so it's less difficult to see. And his eyeball's gonna need work. I might end up in layer hell with the amount of effect stuff I've got going on with the dog, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of a pun later. I wonder if the dog would be more interesting. Oh, it would be better, kind of, on the... I don't know why I needed to move stuff around. I guess you wouldn't be able to see the bag then, if I move the dog over to that side. I could always draw more. I think it might break up the silhouette a bit, but it's already kind of broken up down that side. I don't know. It's difficult. I don't know. I don't know. She wouldn't be holding on to him like that and swinging him around. She like centrifuging him, like woo, in a circle. Go into space. What am I doing? It's hard to know where to put the other arm. I suppose just like down a little bit, so it's that kind of angle to offset that one. Is this the wrong layer? Yes, it is. Oh, I wanted to make my VTuber a shirt actually that says "Live Lefty Glove," but I think she would look better in it. I could have one too, though. I can have one too. I can wear my own like merch. That's fine. I can wear my own merch. I think that's a bit too close. Sorry, I've got a coffee hiccup now. Coffee hiccups. Live, laugh, toast a bun. That's a good one too. Oh, I want that on a shirt, please. Cherry, please. You got a Redbubble, don't you? I want one. I've got another email, I haven't checked it yet, but it's from these people that were like, hey, do you wanna like promote our we make stuff like key rings and things with whatever designs you want on them. And I was like, I could make more stuff to put on ones, so it's like more relevant. I do have old designs, but Live Lefty Glove, maybe something to put on one. Thought I said that to you before. I think you did. I think you did, but I probably forgot how funny it was. That's great. I do vaguely remember it. Right, how do we choose even? And I don't know. I don't know if she should have... She needs earrings. Is it lame to do the eyeball earrings again? I'm not sure. Live, laugh, lobotomy. Yeah. That's a good one too. I think I like the idea of crisscrossy, sort of like ballet shoes on these. Crisscrossy, like that. Whoop, whoop. Earrings. Oh yeah, you're right. Good idea, thank you. How do I want to do that? Attached to the horns and the earlobes. Do you mean... Okay, do you mean there's like a hoop and then the earlobe is like where it's attached? So it's like the earring is wearing an earring and she's wearing an earring too? Because that's how I was thinking of doing it as well. Like this, and then... oh, it's difficult to draw an ear upside down. Hang on. Okay, so that's in ways, so that's where the little Y goes. Good. Yeah. Excellent idea, thank you. Ear thief. Eyeballs, ears, I've got the time lapse of drawing that other one of her up on Patreon already also. That's like early on there. The more realistic one where she's got the eyeball earrings. What was I doing with this? That goes that way, like that, yeah. Sinuous. Sinuous. I think that, yeah, that's right, and then swingy that way. It's difficult. It's difficult doing that kind of thing. That feels like it doesn't sit right along here though, maybe like that. I don't want to do too many lines also, that's the other thing. Too many lines is going to make it more difficult. Since she's got a lot of leg out as well, I can pull these up higher, I think. They can be red, like veins. She's like pulling veins out of people like Freddy Krueger. Has anyone seen Terrifier, by the way? Me and Cherry were talking about that. Neither of us have seen it, but Cherry says it's very gory. And I'm curious if anyone has seen it. I like the clown. Everyone likes the clown. Right, what do we got? There's one bit there, and then that goes over like that, and there's extra loops. Extra loops, those roll around this way and go whoop, just above the ankle. Wait, was that right? Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't like wrap those bits over. It just stopped. Okay. Older sibling seems to like it. Maybe like that. Yeah, maybe like that. So it goes back over the heel. Back over the heel and then around. You haven't got to it yet. Where does this bit go up to like here? So that one's like that, and then do. There we go. I should fix that shoe because it looks a bit silly as well. Let me see if I can like Google rhyming stuff. It's annoying me that I can't think of anything that rhymes. There's a lot of views on YouTube today also. Is there something going on? Let me see. Is there something going on? Is there an event taking place? There was something going on here at the weekend. The helicopter was like flying around, circling. So some of the local scroats must have been up to something. I don't know what. It was funny. There was a bunch of people on the street like stood outside their house watching it because everyone's a nosy fucker. Everyone's like stood out on the front porch like looking up at it, watching what was going on. As you do. Okay, that's not helping me. I need to go up into the woods, actually. I need to go into the woods because it's very warm and the berry bushes I planted will not be happy. I need to go and give them some water, so I maybe should do that later on. It's very droughty. It's very droughty, this weather. Okay, I might leave her as she is now. And then tidy it up. Should we tidy it up? How big is this? Oh, this is a big file. Okay, whatever. Yep, fine. Good, fine. Stick corner. I'll separate out sketchums as well. Separate out the sketchums. And a folder for the lines and stuff so I can turn everything off easier. On and off. Okay, there we go. So many layers. Am I going to be able to line this without trouble? I'm still having issues with like getting her eyes right. I know there was some of those sketches that I did that were a little bit closer, but see, that one's not so bad. Some other ones too. I don't know. I'll adjust it as I go if it's bad. I think what's I doing with the head? I think I was wondering about not using line weight also, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I don't like doing too many sketch layers if I just want to kind of get stuff down quick. This shouldn't be like so curvy either. It's a little bit flatter in the turn around. Not quite so extreme of a curve, really. Move it over to that one actually. That midline I need to pay attention to as well, and maybe less of the jaw there because it's supposed to be smaller. Do you like it when I can simplify it into like one? That's like one curve pulling around that way. It makes it easier. Where it's quite flat anyway. as a design. It's quite flat as a design. Whee. Kind of pen sizes. Oh, this is a big pen size. Okay. Huge. And then what lines do I have? I got the side. I think that might be pulling too far up in some of these as well, where I'm rolling that upwards, but there does need to be room for... Is it like just above the eyebrows? Yeah, it's not that far above the eyebrows. It's kind of halfway between that and the top of the head. Okay. The more I draw, the easier it's getting. It's condensing more now into something. That is workable. I think it might be a good idea too to fill these in, because I like the idea more of that being a solid block, actually. Also, do I want it more? I think I want it more teardrop shaped, so it kind of goes up. It goes up like that, rather than being perfectly round. Like the front piece is round, but that flops up that way. Might have to adjust it. I'll probably line the turnaround sheet as well, because there's a little bit of adjustment I need to do on it anyway. So I can come back to it. I can come back to it and fix it. And standardizing the nose too, because that's wandering some. It's wandering, it's not always in the right place. I'm going to do a quick BRB in a second too. I'm going to try and get most of the face done. Get most of the face inked, and then that's like ready for me to carry on with. Try and also, because these bits, like this and this, these are just like parallel lines, which makes it a bit easier to kind of, you know, block them out like a box there. And then roll. And then roll. Whee! I think I'm just not giving enough curve for that corner, really. Or maybe foreshortening as well. Might be easier to adjust if I am going to fill tool them in as well. If it's just a big block like this. Is that one pulled closer? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Whee. That starts to curve up pretty quick too. Doesn't really lay flat very much. Along the bottom. Subtle curves in eyes always catch me out. Like I got it real nice on that front facing one on the ref sheet, I think. And then the other ones are a bit off. It's like a teardrop shape, so almost like a squared off teardrop shape. So you get all the roundness in those bits, and then that's, yeah. It's like a straight line point, and then the rest of it's round, like very soft round. I might be being too fussy. I would like to be able to catch it though. I'm having less problems with drawing them the right size. Whether just the middle third. keep adjusting this until I get it. There we go. I'm going to see how long I can stream again, also. Remind me to raid someone, also. That's something I keep not doing, like, at all. I just completely forget. Gotta do some raids. Is that getting there? I think so. But it needs a bit bigger. I noticed I have a habit of like squishing with the eyes for short and trying to like squeeze them into place. And it looks stupid, so I need to calm down with it. Calm down. See, that's supposed to like, yeah, that's supposed to line up like that, kind of the same way I draw emotes, so they would, you would have like eyebrow shadow in the same way I do it on those. That makes it simple. That's not quite nice though. Hang on, let me try and get it in a better place. Yeah, it wants to like swing around from the edge of it is the idea, so that would be where the shadow sits. And it could easily kind of move over a bit there. I like, see, that's like the midline. By the, and then I want teeth. I want the teeth too. Still don't know about that cheek. I suppose it's better for it to be a little bit, I think it's better for it to be a bit flatter. See, I'm not used to more 2D leaning stylization. I've got to be careful of her face too and how I'm lining it, because her face, her head is a skull, and then the body is that kind of glowy stuff. It's glowy, so I have to figure out how and where to line things, because where I draw the skeleton, it's too nibbly to line the whole thing, because it's small details, and I don't want like lines on top of lines. That needs to be just color, I think, is the best way to do it. So we'll figure that out as I go along, I think. I mean, making a mess with these lines. Oh my goodness. Making mess. I'm gonna make the pen a bit smaller, because that could be what's throwing me off too. It doesn't need to be exactly like 3D on model, because otherwise, like, what's the point? What's the point in drawing them? You know. But she does need to be consistent. She does need to be consistent. I want to draw her a lot. Oh, and this cheek looks like it's got too many polygons also. It just wants, like, well, maybe not enough, because it needs to just be round like that in a kind of silly cutesy way. like here too. I think I'm going to take that BRB as well because I suspect that I just heard my cat whinge. I think I just heard a whinge and I'm going to have to go and check on her and see what she wants. This horn isn't like wide enough either. I think that's, yeah, that is less exaggerated of a curve than I'm drawing on it. I have to be careful. I have to be careful of that. Yeah, because it's like wider in this section and I'm not exaggerating it enough there. I think her horns are just going to be a pain every time I draw them. Unless I make a model for reference. I don't know how you'd start to make a 3D model and put it in like clip to move it around. I guess I wouldn't really even need it in clip, to be honest, just somewhere that I could somewhere that I could move it around, say it next to what I'm doing. I don't like tracing stuff. I do like having references though. Okay, I'm going to do the BRB. I will come back and draw the rest of her in a minute. I won't be Oh, hello, I'm back. Sorry. I was seeing if my cat was okay. Hello, how are we? Let me just... There we go. I'm gonna ban the wrong person one of these days. I'm going to get rid of the bots. Right. Where are we? Let's see. I don't know how much I want to change line color on these. Also, it might have to be something I just split the layers on so it's easier, because I usually do that where I draw the glow on the outside of her anyway. We'll see, but I'm thinking like earrings like this maybe. Maybe. I don't feel like joining that up either. It's kind of odd. Right. Ear. An ear. Yes. An ear. Woo. I'll do color tests on this too, because it's probably gonna be helpful if I can have like default colors and then I just adjust them like as needed. I think. Do like the idea of filling some bits in like this so they're just chunky as well. Probably keeping the lines dark too, just like one color. That's what I'll do. Okay, so if I do this, like, if I draw the clothes and then everything else, it needs to be, what you call it, glowy. If I do this and then everything else needs to be glowy, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Also, I'm probably going to do that just to show the form up a bit more, because it won't pick up that well, I reckon. Titties sewn up like baseballs. Titties sewn up like baseballs. Let me see if I can adjust the line weight. Is this better? Might help me kind of keep it in line with the rest of it. I don't know how chunky I want it to be, because ideally I'm gonna keep the pen the same size and do everything. Everything with the same size pen. And then it will help it all stay in line, what I'm trying to do. I want to be able to make these happen quite fast. Once I'm doing the comic pages with a how many stitches do we even need? I'm gonna make them pop out a bit too. One, two by there, and then 1, 2 by here. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think I like that. Right, and then a little bit of this. Ooh. Maybe her clothes should be on a different layer. Now I'm thinking about it. It's not attached to her head right now, like where it is, so I'm gonna give it a second of me drawing it, and then I'll come back and look at what I'm doing. I need like repeatable shapes like that on it to make it easy. If I put that behind a leg, it's going to be more fuss, is it? I can always split it. I can always split it anyway, I'll be fine. Split it. I can split it up. It's too jagged. It's supposed to be kind of jagged. It's like, I'm going to make it fleshy. Make it fleshy later. Not yet. Not yet. I might be able to colorize the line too, where it's, where it's like a edge. If I want to make that red later, that might be an easier way to do it rather than having a bunch of lines and coloring it in. I was thinking of this, especially on just that edge there. Transparency in designs is annoying. I've made a mistake. I made a mistake. That's going to be worse if I put that on, isn't it? I don't know. We'll figure it out in a minute. We'll figure it out in a minute. I'm just going to do that for the sake of going quicker. Do I want that to line up with that one? Maybe. I suppose so. Let's make that one a bit taller. Don't know if that needs the crinkle there either, because it would only crinkle if there was more. Well, then again, maybe. Let me see. No, it might be okay because the leg's moving, actually. I was thinking if this was sort of tucked by there, it would be more likely to make a pinch, but also, boop, like that, kind of. And then I'll do some behind there because it can sit behind the dog. Sit behind the dog. Let's have a look at. I think that's going okay. Don't know if that jawline's a bit heavy compared to everything else where I went over it a few times. Maybe a bit much. Oh, but the pointy chin doesn't look too weird either. Might round it. Might round it out. Let's have another line layer. And then what am I supposed to do like this around here? So long as the blue can behave, that's just around the edge, that's okay. And then everything here is okay, I think, too. Then this goes up into like where the hair is, so that's not a problem. It's just getting the hair to behave. Don't really know how to standardize the hair either, because I just make it flamey. It's a little bit simpler when it's just flames rather than anything else. I don't want that to fight with the horn shape. Maybe not elaborate enough. No. No, don't like that either. I like this shape. That's nice. But if I flip that up. Is that okay? Meet my brother. I'll see you in a bit. Chat and fiance. Okie dokie. Have fun. I hope you have a good time out. Get stuff done. Thank you for coming to the stream. Whoop, wee. There we go. That might be okay. I kind of don't mind that. Where she's got this horn where it's very... Everything's like concave closer to the head, like this bit and this bit. I didn't want to do more of that, like right next to it. So I kind of went with the like butt shape. The cheeks. And I don't think that's as bad next to it. Maybe a little bit of line weight in the hair is fun as well. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to try it more. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. These lines also, I think I'm like real tempted to do little bits of overlap like this. But I think that's a bad idea to do too much of. Maybe like, maybe this bit. Then again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Everything underneath is going to be a different color though. So where it's got it's going to have the blue on it. So it won't be like, exact when I draw the bones underneath. It's not going to be white on white. There we go. That's the boobs. There we go. I hope I'm doing better on this now. I hope she's starting to stylize a bit better. I'm gonna make that arm skinnier. I think that's a bit too chunky. If I pull that up, I can cross it off like that. Yeah, there we go. It's supposed to be a bit wider at the top and then taper, but not so wide as it was. Not so wide as it was. I will have to draw all the little hand bones also. I'm not going to show you the reference ones that I did, where I was drawing the skeleton underneath because they were like Patreon ones. I am posting all these on Patreon as I'm like finishing them though, as well. All the kind of concept arty development stuff that I'm working on. But there was ones that I did on the draw pile. On there that I won't post or won't show on the stream. I'll keep them. I'll keep them quiet. I'll bring them up on the other screen if I need them. Is this best behind? No, because it's got to go. Well, it doesn't have to go over the top of that horn, actually. It should go behind it, really. But that other one, it needs to go over the top of. I might just leave it be a bit messy. Because the comics will be small anyway. If there's like little bits of overlap, it's not really going to be too bothersome, I don't think. Or like distracting. Is someone blooping me? No. I keep thinking someone's blooped me, and I haven't. And oh, they haven't, rather. Keep thinking things are going on that aren't. Don't know where I am. Okay. Boop, boop. And do, do, do. Is that too chunky for the hand? I'm really glad the weather's a bit cooler today. It's been very, very hot. I think that's a bit wide there where it's Popeye arms. It's supposed to be Popeye arms, but not like in the extreme. Not like Final Fantasy VII Popeye arms. Let's draw the leg. Let's draw the leg. Woo. I'm gonna up the stabilization again too, and maybe the pen size. Maybe the pen size. Oh no. I was looking at some of the other like figure sketch stuff that I was doing as well on Patreon streams, and I was quite liking them. Now that I haven't looked at them in a while, I'm like, oh, I actually kind of like those, which is frustrating. I don't know what I could turn them into. I was thinking I could draw OCs over them or like render them for fun. I don't know. I do the thing where it's like, oh, if I'm gonna make something, I'll just redraw a pose. You know, I don't like to grab stuff from sheets. Cough, cough, hello! Uh-oh. Have you caught it as well? Hello, Satan. Have you caught the Vtuberculosis as well? I'm sorry. Uh-oh. It's going around. You spreading it? I am spreading it. Like manure on the fields. Speaking of, it like stinks. It stinks of garlic here now because it's warm. It's very nice actually. It doesn't. They've stopped spreading poop on the fields so much now, so it just smells like wild garlic, and it's very, very nice. Stank of it last night. Not the same, but okay. Little tootses. I wonder if, okay, where there's like the little dimple there, where it like goes bip bip, can I just like fill that in so it's like a straight line still, but you get the little blip? Maybe. I'm gonna try doing that because that's where it's like very subtle. I might be able to do it here too, so just like that. To like cut into the shape with the line weight a bit, maybe? Or is that stupid? That could be stupid. Could be stupid. Let's find out. Try it. If it's wrong, you'll hear people yelling. Yep. That's the one. I do like it when the chat tells me if something looks stupid. Because oh, I've still got coffee. I don't always catch it. It's cold coffee, but it's okay. Do you ever do that? You like get yourself like a biscuit or a treat or something, and then you put it down and you forget about it, and you go, oh my god, a biscuit. Completely forgot about it. Biscuit, yes, biscuit. Biscuit. Fam, I've got some kind of like chocolate ginger biscuits that are very nice. We should make some really, because I always buy ginger anyway. Okay, let me zoom out. There we go. There she is. There she is. It's going to be test colors, this one. We'll see how it looks. How much of a backlog should I get and how often should I post them? I don't know if I want to post them every week. That's probably what I should aim for, but I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to? No. Not sure. I wanted to have pointy fingers too, because I feel like that's more skeleton-y, and I will fit the bones. They're more easy into the shape. The bones. I'll try that. I'm not sure though. Try it. Oh, the dog's got like ears and stuff going on too. They overlap quite a bit. What's you drawing hands? They've struggled too much today. Oh no. You having a fight with something? I'm trying to give her kind of little paw hands, because if they're too complicated, it's too many layers of bullshit. It's too many layers of bullshit if there's too much going on. I should bleep Friendo actually. I haven't talked to Friendo in a while. I wonder what Friendo is up to. Wee. And then up that way. To the boat. Up to the boat. Drawing a person with a hand on their hip, being all slay queen. Oh yeah, that's difficult. I've got a habit of not making the, I suppose like the palm and the back of the hand long enough, because I don't know if it's just me, I've got like longer, thinner hands, I think. But I tend to draw more blocky. Too many curves to make it right. I just changed the pose, yeah. I don't blame you, man. I do that if I'm having difficulty sometimes. Just like, yeah, I need to have my own fight with it. Okay, so that's all those bits. And there's still skeleton. There's still skeleton to draw. Oh. Is that going to be trouble? Let's do another layer for the dog. I'm going to colorize my layers. Nice earrings she has, thank you. Cherry suggested those. Right. Ooh. Oh, that's not even in the right place. It's not even in the right place. Okay. I wonder if the dog should have clothes. Would she put him in clothes? Probably. Probably. Might be able to draw him on this layer too, if it doesn't overlap like horribly. And I want a bit of kind of curve motion to this, so it's not just a block. Poking in to say hi before I lay down. Hello, shape. Hope you have a good snooze if you're going for a sleep. Oh, hang on a second. I'm gonna have to go and find the cat. I will be back. I will be back in a minute. I gotta go and find the cat. Oh, I'm back. Hello. Cato! Yes. She's okay. Let's go and see where she was. Right, so that layer is behind. How long has it been now? An hour and a bit. Okay. It's not too bad. I don't want to spend forever on this. It's not better with the teeth. No, I think he's kind of fine as he was. Overthinking it. Overthinking it. Got two little teeth at the front. He's like a little bit crocodile-y, I suppose, with the shapes. And he's got the cheeks too. That slopey nose. What are those other weird? It's not a crocodile, it's not an alligator. They were like a gar something. They've got the really skinny nose. They look very funny. I don't remember what they were called. Someone told me about them on a stream one time. Maybe this jaw should have the teeth visible and then just fade out like that. Oh, the jaw like this, and then the jaw like this, and then this to like blank out. That might be easier. I'm trying to reduce the detail in it. Where it would have like the gap in the middle, but I won't do that. I'll just keep it toony. I would like to be able to draw her with more flowy lines also, but I think for drawing a like little comics, this is probably the best way to go. Oh, that's good. Look, I like him now. That's a real silly looking skull. I don't want to do the cheek over there too. I quite like him. I quite like him. He's silly. He's very silly. That one wants to go over that way. And any of the glow on him is a separate thing. Okay. Yeah, I like that shape. I like that shape on him a lot. What else do we want? The little shoulder blades. Let's do the rib cage like that first, and then the little shoulder blades want to go on. The shoulder blades, and then the feet, which I guess I'll just like flop over like that. They're just rectangles. And then the toes, kind of flippery, just to keep them simple. Toe flippers. And a couple of ribs. I think that's like the biggest problem is skeleton detail. And he's okay with like two. He's okay with like two little splits on the feet. That's fine. I'll just keep it vaguely toe shaped on some of them. What do they remind me of? They remind me of some kind of food. Like crisps. When you get the baked crisps, I suppose. Crinkly crisps, like McCoy's. McCoy's crisps. Should I leave that? I'll leave that alone. And then he wants his tail. Might be able to do better on those feet. I feel like they don't quite sit how I want them to. We'll see. We'll see as I draw more of them, or maybe I just need to draw them more to figure it out. Let's make that more round, because where everything is, where everything is more well-considered shapes, I don't want that to look kind of lumpy and weird. Out of place. Inconsistent. should I do? I'm gonna do that gap as well for the where the rib cage is, and then we have the tail on him. And I was gonna do a couple of splits in that. Little wag lines. Okay. And then he wants his own eyeball layer. Let's up that one as well. We're nearly done. We're nearly to where I can do some colors. So this is his eyeball layer. I'll make that yellow so I can see it. I use the blue layers for flats. Red for line, blue for flats. Gonna make these pupils bigger too. And then I think that reads better. It's also got eyeball, dangly eyeball. It's so stupid. So stupid with the dangly eyeball. I don't know if it's too big on cartoon dog. Let me try again. I imagine it flops like ears when he runs, like blub 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 blub. Blub 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 blub. There we go. Just trying not to make it tangent too much. I don't know if that's still too... That hits like right on the edge of where that skull is, so I'm not sure about it. Let me like wobble it around a bit. Okay, no, it's gonna have to go off to the side like that, isn't it? It's gonna have to wobble. It's too just straight down. Otherwise. Yeah, that's good. It's got a saggy eyeball. And then the ears too. Let's make those a bit smaller. And then cut anywhere that it's overlapping on the lines where it shouldn't be. I think I like that. There we go. Where else does he have the tongue? I might have that fill the mouth a bit more like this and then kind of wobble down so it's more of a strange shape. I do quite like keeping that edge like I did on the eyeball too, so I'm going to continue that kind of thing here. There we go. Should have some here too on the neck going down to the belly. Yeah, he's more complicated than she is. Oh, I forgot his shoes. Right. I forgot his shoes. Does that go over the top? No, that one's over the top. Right, might be better to do the shoes on this one then, where the dog is, since that's over the top. There's a couple of layers of line. It's not too bad. Don't know if I should make the puppy a different kind of blue to her also. Maybe. You know what, I'm going to do a quick BRB actually, and then I will come back and finish that last bit of line, and then we'll start colouring. Oh, I'm back. Hello. Sorry, I keep doing long BRBs. I am back. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? Oh, it's lagging out now. Cool. Okay. Doop. Oh, do I have too much? I've got too much stabilization on it now. Causing myself problems. And then that went that way. That one goes that way, and then it wraps around from there and goes over this way. And then the other one comes from the other side like this. Wraps back to where that one is, because it would cross in the back. Let me fix this shoe as well while I'm poking. Whilst I poke, okay. Maybe a bit of like shadow under that one. If I made that too, I should probably make it more sideways. Should I? Yeah, maybe. Let me fix the shape on that one, like this. Yeah. It's a little bit too much in the front of the foot. Better. And birds are noisy. And so are the tractors. Nothing but birds and tractors out here. Right, what we got going on, there's the other little blip by here. There's that blip there, and then these scoot across. Scoot across, join up, round the back. Right, round the back. And then what else? That goes into the crisscross, like by there, crisscross. Down a little bit more, crisscross, and then here. Has anyone made their own beads before? Chat. Do you do crafty stuff? I think I was talking about that the other day with avocado seeds and chopping them up. I might do some of that after when I'm eating my food, actually. To mess with for fun. I think I used to make beads out of like Fimo, like polymer clay stuff as well. And what else? Sure, there was something else. It'd be cool to fire them and make clay ones like that. Currently doing sprayed glass bottles. Ooh, that's cool. Is it like spray paint, or is it a different thing that I don't know about? What's that? Hang on. What was that? Let me check. See if it's something like urgent. It's not urgent. Let me see, where am I? I'll probably have to hop off in a bit and do food anyway, so. Okay, Oop. See if I can get that to line up. Spray paint, ooh. Do you make different designs to put on them? Or, oh, what do they call it? Like stencils? Do you do them with stencils? Oops. I've not tried doing that before. I haven't done it in a while because I need to like get the hammer out and process the rocks, but I use like raw crystals and use clay to stick them, kind of like a mosaic, to stick them to glass and then put candles in them so the light shines through. I do that sometimes. I've made a few for different people. I made some of the agate once. It was neat, actually. They were nice, like orangey, banded agate. Okay, I was thinking of putting teeth on the end of these, but I don't know if that's gonna pick up even. Maybe the little deets. It's what I plan to learn. I just came up with the thought of it a week ago, but sadly the weather has been crap. Dust storms, windy, and now rainy. Oh no. Yeah, do you have to seal them with stuff after you do it? I know I've got like I've got a sealant that I use for some craft stuff, and you've got to make sure the humidity is like okay so that it doesn't set horribly and like crumble, which sucks. It's like really toxic too, so I've had to like really suit up to use it before, which was kind of funny. Like taping bin bags onto myself to make sure it doesn't get on my clothes, kind of kind of thing. Okay, I think they read like teeth. They read like teeth. I'm trying to say. Right, let's do a selection of everything, and then we'll see how it looks. I will have to what will I have to do? I'll have to look at it and see how to split things up. Those sheep are very noisy today. I thought something was like dying outside this morning because I woke up and all I could hear was like like every now and then. And it took me a while to realize, oh, it's just a sheep in the distance and it's not, you know, it's not someone like dying on the front lawn. Spray paint is also a primer. I did do some bits of research. It says it should be good with a full curing. Ooh. Interesting. If you post those, I would be interested in seeing them also. I bet you could do some cool stuff with that. When I was a kid, I made, I think I must have been like 15 or something. I don't know. You know where they've got the art for Wind Waker? And it's like stained glass. I like painted those and then made a lamp out of it. I don't know if I still have pictures. making me think of that. I'm trying to figure out if I tune in for the amazing art or sound effects. The sound effects help. It's the only way to concentrate. Do I want that to... I'm gonna have to do another layer for the dog anyway, so it's whatever, I suppose. That's fine. Ugh, it's fine for where she is, and then I need the rest of it. A few small bottles to test it on and see if I do for my other paints. Ooh. Do you have designs ready to go for them? But yeah, I'm interested to see those if you ever want to share when you do them. I don't tend to show very much of the craft stuff that I do because I usually just do it and then forget about it. I don't know, does anyone else do the thing where they want to craft stuff and then they make it, and once they've made it they don't know what to do with it? They're just like annoyed by the fact that it exists and you have to deal with it now. I keep doing that because I make things and I don't know what to do with them after, or I want to make the thing but I don't really want to keep it. Most of the time anyway. I've got some stuff that I've kept that I've made, but quite annoying. Oh, I missed a bit of a line there, did I? Yeah, missed a bit of a line. Most of the energy has been or was used to set up my garden since I moved recently. Ah. Gardening's fun. You doing like landscaping or just like maintaining it? I want to keep that off of that line. And there's that one. Yeah, that wants to go. I'm going to keep them behind the head as much as I can. They can almost Mickey Mouse ears at some angles. I don't think I mind that too much. Looked on Pinterest for inspiration. I don't think there is much transformative things you can do with spray paint. I hope I can someday do sculpting on top of the glass when I get some money. Yeah, that's cool. I think I was talking about it a little while ago, but what I wanted to do was where you can get those, you know, the glass, they're not quite marbles, they're like drops because they're like a cabochon where they're like round on one side and then flat on the other. I was wanting to get those to put on, like if you've got a glass, I could put them on like that and then kind of like sculpt around them like this. I wanted to make them like glowy eyeballs and then paint a pupil on them and make it look like skin, obviously. Durr. And then I figured when you put a candle in it, it's going to make the eyeballs glow and it would be very, very cool and creepy. That was one thing I wanted to make that I haven't got around to yet because like I say, I usually do it with raw crystals that I go and dig up because I'm a fucking goblin. I don't know, is that a goblin thing? Is that more of a dwarf thing if you go digging up crystals for fun? Never had one. Learned how to cook and all that about food at least 5 years ago, so I need a garden. Oh, like barbecuing? Or to grow food. Or both, I suppose, actually. I keep trying to bother fam about that. Actually, I would like to cook stuff in the garden, like barbecue. Not that we have one, but we could probably set one up. That's my plan too. I'd love to make a creepy bottle art. Yeah. Kick ass. I wonder what else you could do with it. I'd have to get some like flesh coloured Fimo. I don't have any flesh coloured. I think some people mix acrylic paint with it, but I don't know how that would react once you baked it. Actually, I don't know what else people put in it to colorize it. I've seen people put flocking in, actually, and make it look like really disgusting and skin toned. I don't know if I could find that video. There was someone making like weird little homunculi and putting their kids' teeth in it. It's like a keepsake. A friend called me a glass goblin from all the bottles I was able to collect. Oh, that's cool. I had to get rid of a lot of mine because I had too many. I would really love to go to like the old bottle dumps though, or like Victorian dumps where you can go and dig that kind of thing up out of the ground. Fam have found some stuff like that actually, but I have not been to any of those. Don't dig up anything for fun, no. Bro, that's like my favorite thing. I love digging. It's so cathartic. I yearn for the mines. Found she stole them from the ancient pyramids of Giza. a little bit of grave robbing, just a little bit. It's cute. I mean, I do barbecue. Need veggies. Never ate the best before. Ah, that's fair. I planted some carrots at the weekend, and I've got some other stuff on the go. I don't know how well it's gonna do because we're having like drought weather, but I hope it's gonna do well. Right. Ah, here we go. Aha. I hope the weather stays nice for it out there as well, like growing veggies. My uncle's back. My uncle back on the coast. Make cool bottle art. That would wash ashore. Oh, from sea glass or? I want to go picking sea glass. I know there's places where you can go and pick up amber as well. Nowhere that I have been, unfortunately, but I really want to go somewhere where you can find amber and sea glass. I did find a piece of sea glass once though that was, I've got it somewhere, I don't know where it is right now, but where they have the reflective things in the middle of the road, so that you can see them at night. They reflect the light back. They have like glass marbles in them. They call them cat's eyes because they reflect. I found one of those as sea glass, like a whole one. That's pretty cool. I thought that was neat. Well, Cascoli won't need it anymore. Yeah, exactly. I would like to find more bones. I think I've told this story before, but one time fam were like talking about wanting to go fishing and stuff, and fam were like, oh, you wouldn't like messing with the worms, Baban. And I'm like, literally, what are you talking about? I used to... Fam would bring home like boxes of bait, like worms and stuff, and I would like mess about with them. Fam also had like a freezer, like an upturned freezer full of worms that they were breeding as well. A long time ago. So I was like, what are you talking about, fam? But anyway, like 5 seconds later, fam are like, here, Baban, look at what I saw up in the wastes, and shows me a picture of like this half-eaten dead sheep with the bones and stuff out. Like, fam, you are contradicting yourself. I thought that was very funny. What are you going on about? All over the place. So help me if I knew how to process bones properly. Taxidermy would be cool. That would be a fun thing to do as well. Your grave opening killed many people from the Pharaoh's curse. Oh no. Pharaoh took 9 tries. It's okay, I wouldn't know how to spell it either. It's a difficult one. back in the day when most bottles were glass, he'd collect it. Oh, that's cool. See, I'm jealous of the people that go mudlarking in the rivers where there's a lot of stuff. I like to watch people on YouTube with fam that go mudlarking in the Thames and stuff. I'm jealous though, that's awesome. Sven, hello! The bones aren't good, my bone army will come. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm about to draw some bones, don't worry. We're almost to the bone stage. Great here. Good. Good, good, good. Ooh, does that want to go on top of? No. Yes, but also no, because the rest of her is like a problem. Oh, I know what the problem is. The problem's your ass. And some of that wants to go away as well. But that wants to be underneath. I feel like this is going to be layer hell once I get into working on this in separate pieces too. Bone army sounds sussy. Mudlarking? Oh. Let me spell it out, hang on. Larking, like a bird, like a lark. Or if you're being a silly buggy, you know, off on a lark. They are the skull army. Flesh and bones. I'm not going to draw the back of those strings either because I don't want to harass myself with that. And I don't think I could be bothered with that much detail in like comic pages. Ah, I got you, yeah. They're fun to watch. Digging things up. They talk about the history a lot of what they dig up as well, the people that I watch. I can't remember the name of the lady who does a lot of videos like that. Where she goes down there, but she's, I think she's got a friend who does restorations or like preservation of leather and things. So she's pulled shoes that are hundreds of years old out of the mud on the Thames before, and her friend has preserved them, which is really cool. I thought that was really interesting. Oh, is that going to work? Aha, here we go. I do need to take some of that away too, where it's everywhere. Everywhere. Get rid of this and that. But yeah, all my hobbies are like goblin hobbies, I suppose. I like to go out and pick things up, collect things, hoard. Not beating the dragon allegations. Notice I was glass picking. I see the vodka and tequila is my favorite here. Do they have a funky shaped bottle? I feel like you don't see very many funky shaped bottles anymore, actually. I think fam have got a tequila bottle that's shaped like a fish. That's pretty funky. Okay, here we go. That wants to be like bright white. Is that on 100% or is the whole thing reduced? The folder? No? That looks pale. Why is that pale? Is there something over the top? It shouldn't be. Oh no, the whole folder's reduced. There we go. That's why it looks grey. Now you can see it. Where's that glow? Too many layers. I like the way that this is kicking up green, actually, like in the eyeballs. That's pretty cool. Now we need to draw the bond. You're a reference hoarder too? Me? Like art reference? I guess so. Kinda have to be. I'm getting bad for it on Pinterest, actually. I need to get rid of Pinterest again. I have quite a lot of reference hoards, but it doesn't help unless you actually draw things, you know? Hoarding references. Emily did back in the day on the coast beach combing. That's neat. Oh, you live here too? I do. Hello. Multi-streaming. Closes my 42 gigabyte ref folder. Is it that bad? Can I draw the dog here too? No. Maybe actually if I get rid of some of these lines that I don't need. There we go. That's fine. That's better. That's better. And then we have... Oh, whatever. I'm just going to draw the arm. I'm just going to draw the arm. It's fine. We'll hope for the best. Too many layers of bullshit going on here. Way too many. If they get merged into one, also, I don't think I care. I don't think I care. This might be a good way to do it as well, actually. Just need space in between. And a little bit of collarbone, maybe? Do I want a bit of collarbone over that way? Tiny bit of collarbone. Right, humorous, radius, ulnar. I am going to try and simplify them just into a triangle like this. And then if they overlap, they overlap, and if they don't, they don't. Use reflections on my neighbor's bald spot for reference. Wait, what? Most of it's heavy textures and stuff. Oh, I forgot about my texture references, actually. I've got a lot. Fam go like out and about a lot, so I'm always like, fam, take me some reference pictures of the rocks when you go out. So I've got a bunch. I need to bring them into clip, but I also don't want to overburden it. Humorous, that way it's the funny bone. It is. That's the one. Okay, whatever. Block it out and then worry about the splits. Block it out and then worry about the splits. Ugh. Might be fine. Never look at the references for 3 years. Yep, same. I was thinking I could use them. Maybe I could use them in the comic. Maybe not this one, but the other one I keep talking about and not doing. The other hypothetical comic. May or may not be real. It's not real until I do something about it. Not real. Finally find something where that reference proves to be useful after 10 years. It's like, haha, vindication, yeah. Finally. I'm sure I've got stuff like that. Or I've just had it sat there. Oh, that tends to happen with like craft stuff, actually. I don't like the way that looks. Tends to happen with craft stuff where I've got a big drawer full of bits and pieces, and then suddenly I have a project I want to do, and I already have the thing. I'm like, yes. See, it's worth keeping all the trash. It's worth keeping. This justifies my hoarding. Hydrate. Oh no, I don't have a drink. I can go and get one. I gave it to my plants because they were drying out. Listen, chat. That's my palm. There you go. He had a drink. The palm had a drink instead of me. Recently threw out my entire bits and pieces drawer because I moved. Oh no. I'm sorry. Does anyone have a bits and pieces drawer like that actually and just enjoys like looking through it at the bits that you've got to use for craft stuff? I tend to do that with my fabric drawer actually. I'll just sit and look at it and be like, ah, these are nice fabrics, aren't they? Look at all these nice fabrics that I'm not doing anything with. I'm debating making something like patchwork. Actually, that would You need a drink. I do. I can go and get one. I can go and get one. Also had a newspaper and magazine cutout drawer. Ooh. What did you use those for? Did you do scrapbooking? I've been trying to do like journaling, but I wake up and I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. I want to draw. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I do care, but I'm like lazy. It's a bad habit I need to swap. Especially like dream journaling I want to do. Because I'm having wacky dreams. Not that wacky. Same as usual, I suppose. Scrapbooking for 1 month, but just kept it for years. Huh. Yes, get one. Okay. Too many over the years, just pouring at the fabrics, yeah. I was liking sewing for a little bit there, and now I have a hoard. I do it occasionally, but it's a lot of fuss to make stuff. Since I've got a lot, I might patchwork something though. Right, I'm gonna go and get a drink. I will be back. Oh, I'm back. Now I have a drink. Have a drink, chat. Should relabel your drink to human tears or something. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I just remembered. Where did I put it? I was gonna edit it. I completely forgot. I was gonna put a bottle of Listerine over there. The yellow one, the Pisterine. I completely forgot. Does that work? I don't care if it's crispy. I don't really care. I just want the bottle of Pisterine. Very long. Think a thunk. Human tears. It's the only safe for work human fluid I could think of. Can you make bone marrow liquid? That can still be taken badly, though, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's a little bit crusty. Who cares? No one's going to see that on the screen, are they? No one's going to see that. Doesn't matter. Right. Let me save the pistarine. Spicy ginger flavor. And then I will put... No, not a JPEG. No! My transparency. Right. There we go. Pop, pop. Pistarine. And then that goes into the stream assets. Sorry about the screen. It does that when I move things around. I should be able to bring it into here now. I'll put it next to my big gulch. Not even anti-alias. Nope. Okay, where does the big gulch live, actually? Oh, here it is. Let me add the pistarine. I need to start drawing the little dragon's hands on things, so it can be grabbing stuff. Where is my pistarine? PNG, there we go. Aha! There. Right, you won't see it when I shrink it down. It's fine. Am I on the right thing? Hello? Hello? Oh, OBS, please. OBS, behave. Oh, there we go. Not even. Not even. There we go. Not sponsored. Just stick it. Can I fit it in the corner? There's not really enough room, is there? I'm gonna cover up my human. I'm gonna cover up my human badge if I do that. There we go. Use Listerine ever IRL? I do, actually. It's a funny joke because when Cherry is being a bit too nice in the stream chat, I tell her to wash her mouth out with the Listerine. Like, here, do you want me to pass you the mouthwash? Do we need the... Kind of? Maybe not really. It's probably too much detail. I'll just do the ribs. I'll just do the ribs and everything else can be blonky. Does anyone else make anything with fabric, actually? I did do a patchwork thing, but I did most of it and then I didn't finish it off. I got lazy. I made like a cushion cover and then did not finish it. It was supposed to be a gift for someone and then I got like annoyed with it and didn't finish it, which is lazy of me. I need to finish it and give it to him. Damn nice people, I know, right? But yeah, now I can hand it to you guys if you're being a little bit too nice. Hand you the Listerine. Right, where are we with hips and things? Little bit of hips. I think that's fine. Yeah. I don't mind having a head lined either. I think that's okay. Sorry, I've got hiccups now. Okay. Whoop. And then I just block the foot in. Simple. I'll not be nice. No Listerine. No, there's no need. I'll have to get some floss there as well. That was the other one. Floss and Listerine. Let's not have that look too much to the side where that is more front ways. So just do that. I like that Winnie the Pooh. Dancing Pooh. Can I? Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. That's helpful. Colorize the dog. It be schmovin'. It do. Dinner time. See you. Have a good dinner. Thank you for coming to the stream. I don't know when I'm gonna go and do dinner. Not just yet, but in a little bit. Don't know how much more of this I will get done. Did want to finish it on the stream because it's not, you know. I'll move the pistarine out of the way too. That's... Oh, it's Mothman. Hello. He's still there. I forgot about him. I should draw him in a way that he can make friends with Skelby also. Donkey like this to fit the style. Small donkey Mothman. Did want to draw more of him as well, anyway. Right, so that's all okay, isn't it? Apart from where I'm missing this leg here. Do 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 do. You know what? No, just draw the whole. Draw that like one swoop as well. One foul swoop. And then toes. That's enough. Yeah, it's plenty. I'll just do them like the dog's toes. The dog's toes get the idea across. Without having too much detail. It's difficult where she's got clothes over the top of some stuff too. On the anatomy. Right, this bit goes wee like that. It's probably a fine way to, yeah. That's not bad actually. Makes it look a bit robot-y, but easier simplification. Let's have a go with the clothes. This wants to be blue. It's a blue layer. And then let's pick a color for the clothes. Or a few colors. That might be a bit too yellow. It's like when you go and look for a foundation that fits and the undertone is just like off. Completely off. They're always like too yellow leaning, I find. There's not a little like pink undertone. Foundation. Not to sit and whinge about makeup, but you know. Then again, I'm built like one of them things that lives in a cave and doesn't see sunlight. Does that go underneath there? Yeah. transparent like a baby fish. Right, this might do just with the fill tool. Actually, it's faster. Faster and less bother, and everything behind wants to be a separate color too, doesn't it? Over this way. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's gonna have to be red and maybe have a gradient in it. Actually, maybe a gradient would look cool. That piece, I think, is that piece on the top? It doesn't really matter if that piece is on the top because it should still pick it up, so it is. With the rest, I'm gonna swap these colors around in a sec too. Do I need to do the shoes here? Let's do the shoes here because yeah, the underside of them might show through. Whatever, fill tool where you can. It's easier. Fill tool. That's my name, Phil Tooligan. Oh, this is the same layer as that. Okay. Is that a problem? Not really. No, I can fix that bit too, or it's crunchy. I'm not gonna make the bag flesh either. I don't think that needs to be flesh, that can just be paper. In a second. Oh, and the ear, yeah, of course. I forgot the ear ring. The ear. I do kind of like the yellowy undertone actually because it hits better with that blue-green. I'm gonna mix it up though, and we'll. Oh, okay. So she's blue, and then I can have skin tones with like yellow and pink undertones. So there's like the triad going on with the colors. There's the color triad going on. How about that down the middle? What if I carry it onto the dress? Actually, that's kind of cute. Oh, I should have lined that up there. That's why it looks weird. I knew there was something off about that. Hang on. I knew there was something off there. I see what it is now. It's where that, yeah, that doesn't line up in the same place. Should be like this instead. And then the squitch squitch. Squitch squitch behind. That's not the dark lines. No, it's not the dark lines. Too much of it. Might be able to like pull that there, so it's just a little. It's just like a tiny skirt. It's not too much though. It's only supposed to be out more on that side because her leg's going outwards. I don't know. I'll leave it like that. It's fine. I'll leave it like that. Maybe around that piece. Show the belly. Ooh, right. And then we take that bit off. And that bit wants fixing underneath there. With that, and also where's the white with the bones there? Probably do it further over as well. And the shoes want to be white. I think so, anyway. Oops. No, not that strong. Oh, does that just like completely destroy that? Let's make them like flesh pink then. Fleshy. Fleshy pink and then a little... Oh, they're like gums now. Okay, they're like gums with teeth. That's horrible. Ahem. Yeah, that's nasty enough. I should play that out more, actually. Gums and teeth. Unpleasant. This is the back piece, right? So, skin, flesh. Skin and flesh. Flesh and bone. Away from that. Oh, does that want to be maybe the same? Yeah, the same kind of red and pink together. Red and pink. Skin tones. Neutral colors, you know, in red and pink. Do you want to draw her in something very like flouncy? You know what? Let's lean it. Can I lean it into pink without it looking horrible? Oh, like bad. It's supposed to look horrible. That's kind of nice where it kicks up purple in the glow. Do I want... Hang on. Do I want that to go behind on that side? I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but if it helps, it helps. There's not... It's not like too... There's not too... Look at me trying to justify it and putting more detail in. It's not too much. There's not too much of it to do. Oh no. Don't like, why is that overlapping with that as well? That's not helpful. This piece that wants to go behind. Ah, there we go. Did I break anything? No. No, I don't think so. Let's try. Where are the shoe? Where are the shoes? Where are the shoes? These are supposed to be teeth. Maybe they should be yellow. Teeth. Should have done that on the shoes. I should have done that on the shoes. That would have been cool. That Mothman's a bit muddy. I think I painted him too much. This pink is quite nice. Make sure I get the little teeth bump there in the middle too. Teeth bump. There we go. She needs to look nice as well in flat colors. So I don't want to, if I start shading her, it's just, I'm done, because that's a slippery slope and a half. Attempting to do that. I don't think I have the patience. Right. What else is going on here? It's just gonna like that, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that might be too much. Not sure. Looking good, thank you. Do I need to? Shh, too much. Too much. Where did that go? I've got the ear left, haven't I? And we'll pick some pink colours. Ooh, is that too heavy? Too heavy? I need to keep that distinct from what's going on with the cloves as well. In case I make a mess. Right. I wanted to do... Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Extra lines up here. Where I've got the... Oops. Where I've got that pink. I'll have to give it some eyeballs in a minute too. Oh, maybe the red. No? I don't think like bright red like that is a good idea. That looks kind of horrible. Don't it? I don't like that really. Let's undo it and then go back to the flats maybe? Flats. I'm gonna go back to the flats and have a look. I suppose those little straps here should be a similar colour to what's going on there too. No, it's gonna have to fit with like these colours. I just need to standardise what they are. I might do a correction on the top. Correction layer? I don't know. Don't think it's gonna sit right on, it's not gonna sit right on every color. Maybe everything just needs a trim like this. Everything just needs a trim. That's not too bad. Kind of gets the idea across, I think. With a little bit here too. I think it's where I'm missing doing the drip drops too. Not pink, it's too pink. Or is it not too pink? Just trying to even it out a bit so it's not all like bright red. But I'm not sure. Maybe it does just need to be red so it gets point across. I don't want it to look like any other material. It takes away from the effect. Where is her? Where's her eyeballs? Or where can they be? What we got? That's the dog. Maybe on the dog layer. And I suppose they have to be close together. Yeah. Do I want that to have an edge? Yeah, that reads better. That reads better. Okay. Don't think the dog reads very well. She's alright. She's okay. I'm gonna duplicate that. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna duplicate that and then make it stronger so that it can be more of its own thing. And then mask. I'll mask it out where I need more. Contrast? Mask it out where I need more contrast. I don't know if that haziness is too much. Mostly like the hands, I suppose. Like the end of the hands. So everything glows more. Hopefully, anyway. I wonder if that would be too, that's probably too much for comics, isn't it? She's going to have to look like that. I'm starting to get into the weeds. Let's get into the weeds with it. Definitely, right. No, I don't really like that either, no. I mask out just a bit on her face so that it stands out. Ooh, no, maybe. No? I don't really like that either because it makes the rest of the body look strange compared to it. And that the head has lines and the rest doesn't. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. We'll figure it out though. I do leave it flat because the eyeballs are like bright, so that's not as bad. What if I just take it off with a eyeballs? Ah, no. I don't think I like that either. No. Nope. Maybe this then, but with the white glow. Just around the hair. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let me try it again. Let me try putting it up to full, and then I will do this. I don't mind it so much if it's just on the hair. It's where it's everywhere else it needs to make sense too. That makes a bit more contrast around her face. Anyway. And I think the only way to do those lines on the rest of her is to make them like pure white as well. So there's more value contrast. What happens if I get rid of that? No. Nope. We'll make it looser. Maybe she doesn't need as much color. I'm worried about where it's making the values less contrasty. Then again, it's still pretty contrasty around her face where she's got the big black sclera, I suppose. I suppose it looks like a big black sclera, doesn't it? I think that's fine. That's probably the best it's gonna get for simplifying it. And I'll have to keep our clothes simpler in the comics. I keep thinking that ear looks like a coin for some reason too. Ooh, what if What if we make all of the lines like a dark pink? Oh, that does help, actually. That does help. Ah. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's a better lean. And on the shoes, if that's the shoe layer. That's not. No, no, that one. No, that one. Right. Where are all the shoes? Are they here? Did I duplicate them or something? No. Where are they? Oh, that layer with the dog. Okay. That brings it closer. I just need to redo the teeth then. I do enjoy the teeth on it. That's quite funny. I suppose you could put those on a hoodie, but they would hit you in the face. I'm sure you can buy fake teeth for craft stuff, actually, to stick onto things. I've seen people glue them onto things. Before. I think shoes. I've seen people glue them on. Right, where did the bag go? I might leave this be in a minute. I do kind of like the dress. I like stuff with frilly edges like that. Scalloped, even. Scalloped edges. Do we want, is that a mess on there? Oh no. Is that like a dead pixel? No, some crap on the screen, or in the screen. Do we want, kind of want paper in there. This is a horrible thought, but what has she bought if she's been to like Victoria's Secret? And my brain was like, cattle prod. She had a cattle prod. Is it gonna look strange if that front bit is pink? No. Don't want it to merge too much if it's similar value or it's light. Okay, try and get the same kind of finish over this way. I'll get these lines in the same place, I hope. Fill tool. Fill tool. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish it later. I will have to go, I think. I'm gonna have to go, but I will do some more later, and I'll post her on the Patreon too. But that is a good test thing. If I stream later on the Patreon, I will do the comics for her. I've got sketches ready to get started on, so if I have time later to Patreon stream, depending on what else is going on, That is what I will be working on over there. I should draw the cattle prod in the bag. That would be funny. I'm going to do that as well. I'll add it on later. Right, I'm going to scoot. Have a good one, chat. Ta-ra.